Hello Frugivores, thank you again for joining me for another video. In this one I'm going to be doing a Spider-Man book, but before I get into that, I just want to take a moment to say thank you. A very, very big thank you to all the Patreon supporters. They've been very generous and this has really helped us out. Just as an update, I've used $3 of those dollars so far to buy 3 comic books for Little Frugal and I to read, and we will be reviewing them on this very channel. Otherwise, the money is currently still being saved up for and more future enhancements and better video. As noted, we are currently working on getting a boom microphone so that when we do the videos where it has the camera focused on us, we can get better audio that way, because it's a little hard for us to do that right now, and it's going to give us some abilities to do a couple other things we have been looking to do. And then we need better lighting. I've been looking at some inexpensive ways to improve the lighting, because if you know, when I do flashback from the stash, like this one for example, you're going to notice the lighting is a little dull. So that's one. Another one, it's probably a farther reaching goal too, is to get a better video camera. Right now I'm just using a Toshiba. It's an HD camera, but it's a pro, not even a prosumer. It's just a consumer level, and the audio is the negative on that. You can really tell a difference when I'm using that camera for the videos, that it's not as good. I do have a Ceramonic preamp hooked to it, but I found it be a little noisy and things. And I actually don't think it's that preamp. I think it's the input on the Toshiba camera. It's just not good for audio. It's not built well for audio at all. And that's why the audio on those are never as good, and I have to do a lot of EQ work. So with a better camera, I'm hoping to help eliminate those things. So that's farther down the line too on improving the channel. And of course, as I said before, if we ever get more than what we need to be enhancing the videos, to be getting the products to review and things, that money is going to be going into the kids' college fund. So all that funds is going to be going to Little Frugal and his sister American Dreams College Fund. So I just wanted to take a moment and say thank you. Also, if you enjoy this video, please be sure to hit like and subscribe and hit that notification bell. Also, I've been hearing a lot of people aren't getting notified about my videos. Many of my followers are saying that, our subscribers are. So if that's the case, if you're interested, you can go down to the link below. You can join Patreon if you don't already for as little as $1 a month. And I put all the videos in there, so you should get notified through Patreon, hopefully, for that. And take care of that problem, because for some reason, I don't know why, it seems like YouTube hates us. All right, so let's jump in to this book of Amazing Spider-Man. All right, Frugivores, here we are diving into this book. These books, I actually purchased this new. This is one of them I got new, not from a garage sale, but you can easily get this, on eBay and things like that. It's The Amazing Spider-Man, okay, and it was from Marvel Books. There, it's for $1.50 new, and it was the Big Top Mystery. And let me flip this over to the back side. You can see it says Marvel Superheroes Secret Wars. If you weren't familiar with Secret Wars, an interesting part of it is back then you didn't have a lot of these mega events and things. They just didn't happen. You might get a team up with 1 or 2 characters for an issue or two, but that was pretty much about it. Well, what happened is there was a toy line that was created, and they wanted to market this toy line. So they told Marvel, for these toys, they wanted to make a comic book series or some sort to promote the toys. So what they did is they created the Marvel Superheroes Secret Wars toys. There were some pretty cool toys too. And really, so if you didn't know that, that whole thing was to drive toy sales. And it was an unusual thing back then. And it started the ball rolling with events. So it was a double-edged sword. It was a great, cool event, but it also started all these events that started happening. They started slow with things like annuals and things like that. But now that we didn't have the event fatigue that we have today, where it's every year there's multiple big events that go from crossing all kinds of different books. It was a one series. You get those particular Secret Wars issues, and that was it. So this also says collect all the great books in the Marvel Superheroes Secret Wars series. Look at sticker, adventure books, stamp books. It gives you all kinds of information, other ones that you can get, all starring your Marvel superheroes. So let's flip back here and open this book up. And here we go. Let's look at there. All right. So here we are. Look at the cool picture, by the way, right there. Now, if you look at the date and things, this was in 1984, so I wasn't exactly a kid back then. But as I said, you can buy these as an adult anyway. I was a young adult. And it's The Amazing Spider-Man, The Big Top Mystery. And notice it's by David Anthony Kraft, Mary Survin, and Earl Norem. The same group you can see here is the same group that did the Fantastic Four book as well. And that book had fantastic art and things. If you haven't watched that video, make sure you check it out. It's the artwork in that book is fantastic. And so here we go, you open it right up, and the artwork is very good in this book too. Now granted, I will say, I think the art book in the Fantastic Four one was better, but look at this version of Spider-Man. Now granted, this was before the McFarlane era, so Spider-Man seemed more muscular, a little bit bigger, thicker. So he was drawn different. I actually really like this version of Spider-Man. I know a lot of people like the McFarlane era one and afterwards, but it is what it is. Now look at the art here. Look at how characters were all drawn very well. The colors were good. Look at Spider-Man. This is one of my favorite panels in the book. Spider-Man here is putting his mask on. He was changing to his Spidey suit. And look over here. You see like the webbing mask picture on Spider-Man. That's how they would show his spider sense going off in a lot of books back then. Really cool thing. Let me turn the page here. Now this next page, don't get scared, because yes, if you're like me, I hate clowns. As you hear, this page is loaded with clowns. Look at them all. Oh, wow. Yeah, clowns always freak me out. They still freak me out today. Look, there's even what appears to be like a monkey with clown makeup on riding a dog right there. All right, so I'm going to turn the page here and look at some more good art. Okay, look at this page here. It's got Spider-Man there. Yep. There's another one. He's talking to this guy here. As I said, each picture, they're really quite well detailed. It's like a painting style of art. Here's a lion. Here's a clown. Look at that clown there. He's running away from Spider-Man. Dun, dun, dun. And we have Spider-Man here fighting a lion. I mean, how cool is that? I really like the art style here. There's another page. Here's the kid in the circus. It's going to be on the tight ropes. Makes you think of Batman, right? Because look, it's going to be broken. Dun, dun, dun. The kid's falling. What's Spider-Man going to do? Of course he's going to save this kid, right? Yeah, so unlike Batman, he doesn't need to die. So it's not a cheap shot at Batman. But look at this here. And then we got the culprit, a clown with a knife in his mouth because he's climbing down because he's the one that cut the rope. And you've got that Spider-Man light in the background, which you really don't see that in comic books much anymore. Spider-Man using that belt light that he had. And look at the shadow back behind him. Really good art. I love this painted kind of style that was used. Look at Spider-Man there. He just looks heroic. And he's got the clown all webbed up good because I hate clowns. It is just freaky to me. So Spider-Man saves the day there. Look, you see the remaster talking to that clown. And they're all happy. Spider-Man's eating and celebrating. And I'm going to turn the page here. There we go. And we have Spider-Man here swinging away because he's your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, right? 3 cheers for Spidey. Hip, hip, hooray. And look at the last page here. You see Spidey swinging out. You don't see the building his web is on, but if you look at the perspective, you know that building will be up there, and so it should be attached. But just look at it, how it's depicted at the time of night and everything. Only the art was really good. As I said, not as good as Fantastic Four book, but if you find this book at a garage sale, I recommend picking it up, or heck, even check it. You might find it on eBay pretty cheap, something like that, of that nature. And I really think it's worth your time. It's a good book. I will say I don't think it's quite as good as the Fantastic Four one, but otherwise it's a good solid read, and I think kids will enjoy it. And heck, even as an adult, just to look at the wonderful pictures and the art and read it for a fun little story, I think it's definitely worth it. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please be sure to hit like and subscribe and hit that notifications bell. Because once again, I've said it in other ones, not everybody is getting that. And I have Patreon down below. So thank you guys. Again, I greatly appreciate it. If you like these kind of videos, make sure you let me know so I know to keep making them. I have lots of older books like this and some other oddity things. I just like to share that kind of thing, these comic book things like this. And I think they're fun. And if you have any of these kind of books, let me know too. I'd love to hear what you have and if you have any stories with them as well. All right, guys. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. And until next time, keep it frugal.